So our patient today is 62 years old male who had a previous FUT procedure. What you see in the background now, I finish the occipital and the left temporal areas harvesting, and now my assistants are collecting the grafts. They've been examined under the microscope and sorted based on how many hairs in each one. All right, so our patient today had a previous hair transplant elsewhere. He got some partial results, but the overall frontal, as you can see here, did not grow as expected. So our goal today would be to rebuild the hairline, address some thinning in the mid-scalp, and address the crown. The plan is today is 3,300 grafts distributed over vertex, mid-scalp, and rebuilding the hairline here in the front. So let's take a look what do we have to work with within the donor area. If we are to leave approximately 30%, about 7,000 grafts available in the donor area. So we are roughly using half of this capacity of the donor area, which is still pretty safe. But overall results, obviously the crown area, we never try to be perfect, so it's always going to be a little bit of see-through, but I think it's still significant improvement overall. So our patient had a FUT procedure which did not result in very good results. So with any type of previous surgeries, whether it's FUE or FUT, we need to be really careful how I select the graft. This is the reason why I use this high power microscope, so I can examine each area and harvest as much as I can without depleting the area and preventing what can result in some visible thinning of the donor area. So our goal today is to get over 3,000 grafts. I estimate will be around 3,300 to 3,400. And what's remarkable here, my patients are actually able to see every single graft being implanted in the real time, as what I see in this microscope with the camera is being projected for my patients to see it. So there is a full transparency here. Okay, so we just finished implanting the last 3,350 grafts. So overall, the procedure obviously took longer because it's a big quantity of grafts. So we had to implant in two different areas, one in the frontal area and the second one in the crown and the mid-scalp. So anytime you move from one area to another, it takes a little bit longer. So the next thing, the patient is going into this hyperbaric chamber to saturate every cell, including the newly transplanted graft, with high levels of oxygen. So in the morning, he had a hyperbaric treatment, and it provided him enough oxygen for about 12 hours of the entire procedure. And now, as soon as we finish the surgery, he goes back into hyperbaric chamber to provide the next 12 hours of postoperative recovery. And this is basically what the graft tissue needed. Stay tuned, follow, subscribe, comment, ask questions. It was Dr. Max.